There's a familiar moment that doesn't get talked about much. You're in a room full of people, family, friends, coworkers. Everyone is chatting, joking, filling the air with sound. And you're there too, listening, watching, smiling when it feels right. Not because you're nervous or uninterested, but because something inside you is quietly saying, this is a lot. Almost right away, the questions creep in. Why am I tired already? Why does everyone else seem fine? You start wondering if something is wrong with you. It feels like everyone else is charging up while your battery is slowly draining. You stay polite, you laugh at the right moments, but part of you is already thinking about the drive home, the quiet room, the chance to finally relax. And when you do leave, when the noise fades, your body loosens. You breathe deeper, you feel calm again. Imagine this. It's the weekend and plans keep popping up. A birthday dinner, a long hangout, a loud cafe. You care about the people inviting you, but the idea of hours of talking, reacting, and staying engaged feels exhausting before it even starts. So you say no. Later, when your phone is silent and you're sitting alone with a book or a show, you feel peaceful and a little guilty for enjoying it so much. That doesn't make you unfriendly or distant. It means you take in more than most people realize. When you're around others, you're not just hearing words. You're noticing tone changes. You're sensing when someone feels uncomfortable. You catch small pauses, awkward silences, and unspoken feelings. While others relax, your mind is quietly working. Being alone gives you a break from all of that. No signals to read, no energy to manage, just space to reset. And that quiet isn't emptiness. It's where you feel most like yourself. That problem you couldn't solve earlier suddenly makes sense. That emotion you couldn't name finally becomes clear, because when you're alone, your energy turns inward. And for people like you, that inner space is where everything connects. That isn't loneliness, that's clarity. Imagine your mind like a still pond. When you're around people, it's like stones are constantly being thrown in the water. Ripples everywhere, movement, noise. Some people love that. They thrive in it. The splashing makes them feel alive. But you need the water to go still again, because only when the surface is calm can you see clearly. Reflections, details, what's just beneath the surface. When you're alone, the pond settles, and that's when you notice things others miss. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone said, I'm fine, but nothing about them felt fine? You noticed, didn't you? While everyone else moved on, you had that moment. You wondered about it. Maybe you checked in later, carefully. Gently. That's not overthinking. That's emotional intelligence. Quiet people don't miss the small things because they have the space to hold them. They're not rushing from moment to moment. They're paying attention, and real attention requires stillness. Psychologically, people like this often have highly active inner worlds. Their brains are constantly connecting dots, reflecting, and observing. They process experiences deeply instead of quickly. This means they may take longer to respond, but when they do, their words carry weight. It also means they need recovery time. Social interaction isn't neutral for them. It costs energy. Alone time isn't avoidance, it's restoration. It's how they reset their nervous system and return to themselves. But because the world often rewards loudness, speed, and visibility, quiet people grow up believing something is wrong with them. They're told to speak more, engage more, be more outgoing. What they're rarely told is that their way of being holds value too. Quiet people often see patterns others overlook. They think deeply before acting. They listen more than they speak. And when they do speak, it's usually intentional. Their strength isn't in volume, it's in perception. If you relate to this, here's something important to remember. You don't need to force yourself to become louder to be valid. You don't need to apologize for needing space. And you don't need explanation why silence feels necessary to you. Your quiet is not emptiness, it's awareness. In a world constantly shouting for attention, the ability to notice, to truly notice, is rare. And those who carry that ability quietly often understand more than they say. You don't fade into the background, you observe it. And because of that, you see things others never do. You can't notice the details when you're always moving. Awareness requires stillness. But here's where the conflict begins. Society constantly tells us that being social is a sign of success, that being surrounded by people means you're happy, healthy, thriving, that if you'd rather stay home than go out, something must be wrong with you. And after hearing that message enough times, you start to believe it. You begin questioning yourself. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I should just push through. So, you try. You force yourself into environments that drain you. You stay longer than you want to. You talk more than feels natural. You hope that one day it will click, that you'll suddenly become the kind of person who gains energy from crowds instead of losing it. But it never really happens because that's not how you're built. And trying to become someone else doesn't make you happier. It just makes you tired. Here's a truth people rarely say out loud. Solitude isn't the opposite of connection. It's the foundation of it. When you spend time alone, you're not withdrawing from the world. You're returning to yourself. You're refilling the inner space that social interaction draws from you. You're recalibrating. You're remembering who you are when no one is watching. Think of it like this. You can't pour from an empty cup. And for people who notice everything, who feel deeply, who process life in layers, time alone is how that cup gets filled. It's not selfish, it's necessary. And here's the irony. The people who understand themselves the best, who feel the most grounded, the most present, are often the ones who spend the most time alone. Not because they dislike others, but because they know something important. You can't truly connect with people if you've lost connection with yourself. So what does this mean for you? It means the next time you choose to stay home, you don't have to feel guilty. It means the quiet you crave isn't emptiness, it's fullness. A different kind of fullness than noise and laughter, but just as real. Just as meaningful. It means your need for solitude isn't a flaw you need to fix, it's a strength you need to respect. Because while others are distracted by noise, you're noticing what they miss. You're thinking more deeply, feeling more fully, seeing more clearly. You're not disconnected, you're tuned into a frequency most people never slow down enough to hear. And maybe that's the real gift of being quiet. Not that you avoid the world, but that you see it more honestly. You notice the person sitting alone at the party, the slight change in your friend's voice when they talk about their job, the emotion behind words that sound casual on the surface, the beauty in moments everyone else rushes past. You don't just see people, you see them. And in doing so, you start seeing yourself too. In the stillness, in the solitude, you find something most people spend their entire lives searching for. You find yourself. So the next time you feel that pull toward quiet, toward space, toward being alone, don't fight it. Don't apologize for it. Let yourself follow it. The world is loud enough already. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do isn't speak louder or move faster. It's to slow down, to observe, to notice the details others miss, to listen to what your inner world is trying to tell you. Because being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being awake. And that, more than anything, is what the world needs right now.